Hi, and welcome to my channel. We're going to do the end of the year book tag. First of all, this is Django. I was tagged by Ursi from Cersei's Booked to do this tag. I don't do a lot of tags on my channel just because I don't generally watch them. I don't know. I can't keep up with all the YouTubers that I want to watch and all the videos that I want to watch. And so I just have a folder where I put all the tags that maybe eventually I'll get to watching. I'm just not great with them. But anyway, this one only has a few questions. I'm going to try to answer it quickly, and then we can talk about all the answers and books and everything down in the comments. So let's go. Number 1, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? I don't have any books that I have started and not finished, like started earlier in the year and I haven't finished. There is a book that I started last month that I had to pause on because there were a couple of buddy reads that I was worried about falling behind on. And that is Winds of Strife by U.G. Gutman. However, it is on my Kindle. And once I finish the current Kindle book that I'm reading as part of a read along with somebody else, once I finish that, then the only thing I'm going to be reading on my Kindle is Winds of Strife until I finish it. So I guess that's a book that I started this year that I want to finish. So number 2 says, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And the answer to that is just no. I have too many books on my giant want to read list on Storygraph. I do not have time to figure out what season they all fit in and figure out what I want to read for seasons. So I'm not great with seasonal reading. I'm also not a mood reader. So I read what's on my list to read, and I really don't stray from that very often at all. So if I do, it's because something really grabbed me, and that just doesn't happen very often because I don't pick up things that are not on my list. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Well, I'm not waiting for it because I have it right here. The Fall of Babel just came out, but I have not read it yet. Look how thick it is. So I have it. I'm not waiting for it, but I am waiting to read it. I really wanted to finish my November TBR, and for some reason, I did not put this on my November TBR. I put the other 3 books leading up to this on each of those months' TBRs, but for some reason in November, I didn't think about it. I need to finish, like I just said, I don't mood read, so I need to finish my TBR so I can finish this. And what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? This is definitely one of them. I've also made my December TBR, so any of those, we can just pick any of those and say I would like to read any of those. And I guess that means Needful Things I would like to read before the end of the year. That's my next Stephen King read, and so I have way more than 3 books that I would like to read before the end of the year. The next question, is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I'm not sure. You know what? Maybe. I do still have to finish. I'm still working on Daniel Barnett's Nightmareland Chronicles. That's not a book, and that's not going to be finished by the end of this year. I'm going to be all caught up with all the books that are out in the series, but that's not just one book. And I don't know that it'll be my favorite, but it's going to be high up there. Let's see. I've got these books still left on my Kanban board, my reading Kanban board. And so I guess any of these could surprise me. I'm currently reading Motherless Brooklyn, and it is a great book. So whether it is my favorite of the year, I don't know. I read a lot of books and I give a lot of 5 stars. So I have a lot that are in the running to be favorite books of the year. I don't know that I can narrow it down to just one. So I'm going to say there's potentially a book that could still shock me, but I'm not sure at this point what it would be. And finally, have you already started making reading plans for next year? I sure have. And I am working on setting up my reading journal for next year, and I've got an extra reading journal. I just have a lot of reading things and plans for next year that will be coming up very soon in a video, probably not very soon, at the end of December, when I get everything worked out of how it's going to go for next year. It'll be here. I'll post it here and we can talk about it. So I think that's going to do it for this end of year tag. I am not going to specifically tag people because I don't know who's done this and who hasn't. Like I said, I have a giant folder of tag videos that I have not made it to yet. So if you haven't done this and you want to answer these end of year tag questions, then feel free to call yourself tagged by me and go ahead and answer these questions. If you don't have a YouTube channel and you still want to answer these questions, put it down in the comments and we can talk about it down there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.